Hello, this is Dovahkiin. Today I'm going to leave you Arthur, the King of Camelot. I believe most of you have no even one shard of Arthur. As usual, let's check his skill one by one. He has very unique active skill. The first one is Stone Sheath mode and the other is Excalibur Radiance mode. When you activate his active skill for the first time, then the Stone Sheath mode goes first. And after cooldown, this time you're gonna activate Excalibur Radiance mode. The cycle is repeated until he dies or battle ends. The two types both have very wide skill areas similar to that of Drake's. The Stone Sheath mode deals immediate damage about 5k, and provide a shield which can protect all types of damage for 3 times to all allies within the skill area. Active skill cooldown is set to be 16 seconds. It's intentional as active skill cooldown of most heroes is 15 seconds. If his cooldown were like 15 or below, then it must be overpowered because it counters opponent's active skill. So it can shield against Iron Thunder, but it will have your units stay few more seconds, which means a lot. And it's pretty much effective against Selene's early buff. But it's not effective against Qiyone's freezing as it neglects all types of immune. And let's see his second active mode, Excalibur Radiation mode. It deals same amount of damage within the area like previous mode, but it does offer an attack buff, not a shield. 25 attack increase is same stat with Mephisto or Drake, but Arthur's buff only effective with his skill area. So as you can see through the battles, in most situations the buff is not effective. And the biggest problem of his active skill is that it is a self-centered skill unlike Qiyone or Apollo, so in most cases his skill covers only several enemies. Arthur's passive skill looks very unique too. It's only for human race troops. There are lots of human race troops in Art of War and maybe the most number among all races. Not all, but some human races are frequently used in Arena, and thankfully they are ranged attack troops so they have good synergy with health regeneration. So only for the human race troops the passive gives 30% damage immune and 3% of the HP regen per second. For example, level 9 Peltas recovers about 400 HP per second. It's a huge recovery as DPS of level 9 ranged troops is around 700. It will be effective against melee type heroes or Qiyone, which gives you more time to recover. His legend skill differs by what active mode is running at the moment. Two legendary skill both deal 7k damage after several normal attacks, but they have different additional effect. When he activating Stone Sheath mode, it reduces enemy's defense by 15%. Well, I don't think it's a meaningful stat in real battle, but at least 7k damage is massive. The trigger number is estimated to be 3 or 4, the problem is that he is a melee type hero. As you can see, he's wasting his time too much just dancing and walking, so he can hardly release his legendary skill compared to ranged attack heroes. Melee heroes' AI should be somehow improved. When he's running Excalibur mode, the legendary skill does windmill attack, which have possibility of critical hit up to 14k massive damage. But I can hardly see him doing this as most of the test battle ended just right after he activated Excalibur mode. Win or lose whatever. Before showing you some test battle records, I tiered all his skill and overall length. His active has pretty good range and useful buffs, but the problem is that its self-centered activation makes itself less effective. His passive is pretty much effective as there are many useful human race troops, and this passive can be a good counter against Qiyone. His legendary skill actually should be higher rank, but it is hard to stack trigger number up as he is a melee type hero. I will share you some test battle records from now on. Subscribe my channel and like this video for more useful contents. I prepared total 5 test battles and I will not further mention, so please leave comments if you have some feedbacks or questions.
Fight! 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 Fight!